Hey YouTube, Flat Earthers, brothers and sisters. Um, yeah, so I made a few videos recently, 3 actually, that I never uploaded because I kind of got into a rant too much. So I didn't want to come off as just this angry curmudgeon, but I had to go over to Walmart and get some oil, some synthetic oil for my truck to change the oil. It's kind of expensive, so it's kind of worth going over there for me. It's a little bit of a drive. I try not to go over there if I can help it, but I do. And just seeing all the symbolism there, the 666s and all their pricing, whether it's 699 or 969 or all combinations of 9s and 6s or 3s and 2s, just tons of 666s and all their pricing. Pyramid symbols and everything, just swirls and vectors and Saturn worship stuff. And then you see people walking around with the tattoos and the piercings and everybody, the other thing I was talking about is yoga. So I was just getting into these, and the transgender haircuts everywhere. Can't tell if they're men or women. They got half their head shaved, the other half's got like a weird man bun or a ponytail. And besides being satanic, it's just, they're just very unattractive. But everybody's got to have a dragon tattoo or a spiral or those weird symbols and snakes and, all the demons whispering in their ears they need a cool looking tattoo. But that's really not what this video is about, because I'll just get ranting and raving. But I watched one video this morning. I haven't had a little time to watch a lot of videos lately, but I watch a few at night and 1 or 2 in the morning, and I check out what Google shows me on the phone, usually about fake space and NASA and stuff. So Google showed me this thing about the satellite, quote unquote, that Russia's going to put up there that's going to reflect. It's like a big mirror, I guess. And it's going to be like the brightest thing in the sky except for the full moon. So stop. So right there, that if you think about that, if they got to put a really reflecting, shiny mirror thing up in the sky to reflect, and it's still not as bright as the full moon, logic would tell you that the moon has to be made of something really, really shiny and reflective. Some kind of mirror, if we're to believe that it's reflecting the sunlight. Instead of like, moon rocks and dust, they tell us it's just a big rock. So how does a rock reflecting the sun outshine a mirror reflecting the sun? Especially when the moon's supposed to be 250,000 miles away and this Russian satellite's only going to be, whatever, less than 100 miles up or something. So right there, something's fishy about that. But anyway, so yeah, I saw that. Then I think it was True Stream Media. Put up a video about the underground tunnel network and the deep underground bases, which are like a mile underneath. And if you've been following the truther stuff like me, you know about the underground interstate system and all the underground bunkers and underneath the Denver airport and all that stuff. But so the topic really comes down to this world of opposites. Because they got all NASA's budget, supposedly the number we always hear is $50 million a day, and we know that to make some cartoons and to do their swimming pool stuff, fake their space station and pay a few actors, there's no way they're spending $50 million a day for that. So I'm thinking in this world of opposites, probably a lot of the funding for the underground tunnel system and the underground bases is probably coming from space, quote unquote, funding, because that's how Satan likes to do things in this world. We think we're paying for space, we're paying for the underground. So that makes sense to me. And the other thing I was thinking about is, in this world of opposites, how are they funding the chemtrails? I think the NASA, and of course the central bankers, who own all the money in the world, and the Vatican and the royal family. I mean, if they want to spend money on the underground bunkers and chemtrails, they've got all the money they need to do that anyway. But they don't like to spend their money. They like to suck all of our money out and suck everything out of the society to fund their evil stuff. But so the big thing around here, and I think everywhere, is all about recycling now. It's becoming mandatory recycling everywhere. So they keep us enslaved with that. You know, you have to follow the rules, be a good little slave, but you know, it's good. It's good for the environment, quote unquote. You know, you're being good, so you can feel good about yourself because you're helping the environment. But in reality, I think in this world of opposites, being a good environmental policy of recycling, I think it's going into the opposite. It's going into chemtrails, spraying the environment. You know, because we know the number one thing that the ingredient in the chemtrails is aluminum. And, you know, you got to go to the recycling, and you got tons of aluminum cans everybody's always bringing in. Everything's in aluminum cans. You know, all those Monster Energy drinks that everybody's walking around with the 666 in their hand and drinking that poison. You know, with their tattoos and earrings and piercings and everything. So they gotta have the Monster Energy drink in their hand. Or else the Dunkin' Donuts, you know, 44 Dunkin' Donuts DD. One of their fake sugary artificial drinks. You know, and then on the other hand, they have their cell phone that they're staring at. But, yeah, so in this world of opposites, space is funding the underground tunnels, and recycling, environmentalism is funding the chemtrails, which poison the environment. So those are my latest thoughts. Besides all the satanic, I'm not even going to get into the yoga thing. The yoga's everywhere around here. They just had a week-long thing at the ski mountain where, you know, of course you try to tell someone yoga's satanic and, oh, it's just relaxing and it's good for you. Yeah. Good to let the demons in. Good to open up that snake energy, that Kundalini yoga. They tell you right there, it's the energy of the snake, so much more obviously satanic can you be. But, yeah, you and me know that. The world doesn't know that. Satan knows it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the world of opposites we live in. Space money goes to underground tunnels. Recycling goes to chemtrails. I don't know. Do you think I'm crazy like everybody else does? Let me know in the comments what you think. So I haven't really heard too many people. You know, we live in Satan loves the opposites. You know, the flat Earth is a globe, and the motionless Earth is hurtling through space at millions of miles an hour. You know, everything's opposite. Men are women, women are men. So, you know, let me know what you think about that. Space funding the tunnels, recycling funding the chemtrails. All right, I love you guys. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Let's get some ideas percolating here. All right. Take care and God bless. Take care and God bless. If I can get the phone to turn off. Why won't the phone turn off? Come on, phone. Huh. Try something else here.